We recently woke up to a snowy Sunday and the baby's first snow. We got up early, wrapped up and went outside. Since it was so cold, we decided to have an in-day and get some jobs done that we'd been wanting to do. The baby is getting around, crawling now, so one of the main things that we wanted to do was get rid of our glass TV stand and put the TV on the wall. While my husband was out getting some bits that we needed to put the TV up, I potted around doing some jobs that I would usually leave till a Monday. We unintentionally have traditional roles in our home. My husband works and I'm at home looking after the baby, so I tend to take care of all the cooking and cleaning in the week. He does the DIY jobs, deals with anything to do with our cars and takes the bins and recycling out. We don't really have set in stone tasks or jobs, but we're both willing to do whatever it takes to run our home in a way that works for us, and that seems to have fell on the more traditional side with me wanting to stay at home to raise our son. Before we had a baby, and I was working full time too, we both shared the tasks, doing a deep clean every Saturday and doing our own washing. But now I'm home more, I've taken on the homemaking tasks and my husband has taken on the provider role. I don't expect him to come home from a long day at work and start cleaning and cooking because I can do that throughout the day. I would much rather when he comes home he spends that quality time with our son, which also gives me a breather from being in mum mode 24/7. We both see our roles as different but absolutely integral to our family. I never take his role for granted and he never takes mine for granted. We're always thankful to each other for doing our part. Seems to be a lot of discussion and anger around gender roles at the moment, and a lot of what I've seen looks like women being scared to have children and take care of the home for fear that it will transport them back in time where women had little rights and little life outside the home. I've even had discussions like this with people I know, and they seem worried for me that I've given up my career to stay at home with my son, like this is going to one day dawn on me as the biggest mistake I've ever made. And while that might be the case for some women, for me right now anyway, I can't think of anything more fulfilling and more important than looking after my family and my home. It is the most important thing in my life, and nothing else comes remotely close to it, and I'm literally okay with that. We're living in a time where it's okay for women to be mums, to work full time, pay extortionate fees for their kids to be in nursery 5 days a week, and have lots of child-free me time. But it's not okay to be a mum and want to stay at home with your children because that's just what you want to do. There's a weird stigma around it. I guess it just doesn't fit into this girl boss narrative era that we're living through at the moment. Being a full-time mum and looking after the home is seen as depressing, outdated, and an old way of life. Sometimes, though, it must be noted that not all new ways of living are good or beneficial, and not all old ways of living are bad and outdated. Just some food for thought. I'm going to be doing a future video on why I decided to be a stay-at-home mum, and another video on how we manage that and how we manage to live off one wage. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.